G'day photographers, Mark here from Camerasdirect with my final comment on today's expedition. Where, as you know, we went to the Siberian Tiger Park and then we went along to the Harbin Ice and Snow Festival. Now, I did say earlier that it was 150 yuan for the day and then 300 for the night. That's not correct. Whether that's changed recently or not, I don't know, but it is in fact 300 yuan per person for us Caucasians, at least anyway, as travellers, locals and students get a better deal. And that's for one entry. So we did stay a whole day and then and we got our shots. Just a couple of things I had forgot to mention earlier on. I personally forgot to bring a circular polarizer, which in hindsight was a big mistake. I don't really know why I did that. It would have been handy to have a flash. Look, that's a lot of extra gear, I'll grant you that. There's a photograph that we've taken of my son with a backdrop, and I exposed for the backdrop and then changed to manual, set it to the aperture and shutter speed, and then focused on him to take the shot. But without the flash, we didn't have anything to fill it with. So he held his iPhone with the light on as close as possible to him out of the shot, and you can see that we got an okay shot. It's not ideal, but it's okay. Another thing is that you might be able to see on my lens here, we've gone from minus 15 degrees into this restaurant just across the road from the hostel. It's probably 25 in here, so there's a 40-degree difference, and you can see the lens is sweating, and probably also sweating in the body as well. So as soon as we get back to the hostel, this will be going in a container with my silica gel to take that suck all that moisture up, so we don't get any rusting in the lens. And probably just the last thing to comment on is to do with general tourist things in particular. It's to do with the cab drivers in China. We do look like a beacon to them, and they do have a habit of trying to rip off the tourist. I can tell you now that the police don't like it at all, and they can get arrested for doing it. And one event previously in Beijing, that I was involved with a situation where the guy did actually get arrested because I refused to be ripped off. However, it was a little bit ignorant on my part. Now, this particular occasion this afternoon or tonight, the cab drivers came up to us and held up a 100 yuan note. Now, we knew that it was no way near that, so we just basically laughed it off and went to a cab rank. They did tend to hassle us a little bit, but we're quite accustomed to that, so just fobbed it off. Now, I can tell you, it was a 14 yuan cab ride, not 100, and we ended up slipping the guy 20 yuan, which, it's really only $1.50 or so extra. But the point is, you can get ripped off if you're not careful. If it doesn't have a meter, don't get in the cab, and don't necessarily agree to a price beforehand. If it's on the meter, put it down, it starts at 8 yuan, and then away you go. So if you want to give them a tip on top of that, that's fine, of course. But 100 versus 14, that's obscene. Having said that, we've had a fantastic day. The cab issue is just a minor part of travel when you're in China, and it's just something to be aware of. So we're going to have a lovely dinner here. We really don't know what we're ordering, got no idea, but some of the locals have helped us with that. And tomorrow we've got a lazy day. We'll find something to do, and we get on the overnight train from Harbin to Beijing, and we'll arrive in Beijing tomorrow morning, or the morning after, about 8 o'clock in the morning. So thanks very much for being with us. We hope you've enjoyed the series, and we'll sign off from Harbin. Bye-bye.